We are here today to talk to Mary Bishop about her latest book, One Life Is Not Enough. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning.
Firstly, may I ask you, why did you write this book?
I wrote this book because, having written 2 previous books, I still had this theme of karma and reincarnation to share with others. The book starts in the court of Louis XV in Versailles in France, with intrigue, betrayal and murder, and my characters reincarnate in present-day Brighton to resolve the karma that they caused in that lifetime. I've read that 51% of the global population believes in reincarnation, so I thought it was an appropriate time to write this book.
And can you explain a little bit more about karma and reincarnation, please?
Yes, of course. Karma is the spiritual principle of cause and effect and the consequences of actions for good or bad. It's like the old adage says, you reap what you sow. As for reincarnation, I believe we're here on the earth to learn and grow at soul level, and when we return to the spiritual realm upon our death, we assess what we've achieved, we explore what is unresolved and what matters need further attention from us by reincarnating in a new life on earth.
And what inspired you to write the book, Mary?
I was inspired to write the book by watching a film called Dangerous Liaisons years ago, and I really enjoyed the drama of the characters in that time period. Subsequently, I discovered that my book was set in exactly the same time period in the first part of my book in Versailles. And I thought with all the dramas and intrigues of the court, it would be a great way to bring the story of karma and reincarnation to life.
And why particularly that time period?
I chose that time period because it's very different from our lifetimes now, and particularly with the court of Versailles, and I thought it would provide a great contrast to the third part of my book where my characters reincarnate in present-day Brighton.
And was it easy to create the characters for the book?
It seemed to be. Working with my theme of karma and reincarnation, I first developed the character Adele, who was the most devious of them all, and the other characters appeared as the storyline progressed. The book seemed to evolve almost on its own, but I really enjoyed writing it. And
do you relate to any of your characters in particular?
I like all of my characters, but the one I probably relate to most is Marie-Thérèse, who reincarnates as Amber in present-day Brighton. I like her because she stood back and observed and learnt from both her lifetimes in the storyline of my book.
And you talk in the book about regression therapy, which is done by Amber and Alex. Can you explain more about that, please?
Yes, of course. Regression therapy is hypnosis undertaken with a trained therapist who can help people resolve fears and phobias that they may have created in a previous lifetime, which can be resolved by this therapy in this lifetime. I have an example of that of my own. As a small child, when I used to close my eyes to go to sleep, I used to see huge tidal waves, which really bothered me because we had no TV and I'd never seen one in a book. However, in a subsequent regression therapy session, I discovered I lived on a tropical island and drowned in a tidal wave caused by a cyclone. In that session, I could hear the wind roaring and the ground shaking beneath my feet. However, it hasn't stopped me wanting to live on a desert island.
Lastly, Mary, what research did you have to do for the book?
I did a lot of research online, down to Louis XV's mistresses, the name of his government ministers, and even the name of Mother Superior in the convent where Marie-Thérèse goes to get over her life in Versailles. I think it's very important to get all the facts correct, as I find it very disappointing to read books where things aren't factually right.
Thank you, Mary. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Mary Bishop's latest book, One Life Is Not Enough, is available to purchase through her website marybishop.co.uk.